Good morning. I am Coimbatore Tirumular Siddharpeedam Sivayogi Sivarajan speaking. Now I am speaking about Shaktipath Yoga. Tirumular Tirumandram is an ancient work written very long back, and it is a classic work on Shiva Yogas. But this book also explains Shaktipath Yoga in detail. Such details are not available even in any other Shaktipath literature. These full details are available in Shiva Tantra Yogas because Shakti is part of Shiva. Tirumular explains this yoga in Shiva Tantra book because Shakti is inseparable. Shiva and Shakti are one and the same energy named differently. If the energy is at rest, you call it as potential energy or Shiva. When the same energy is at work, you call it as kinetic energy or Parashakti. Shakti present everywhere. So Tirumular explains the Shaktipath Yoga in Shiva Yogas. So now I am explaining as a 36 part or episode, and what he explains in 1133. Parashakti is the path, she is the way, she is the means, and she is also the bliss absolute, the target, the goal of yoga, that is mukti. She reaches the devotee Shaktipath Yogi to the feet of Lord Shiva for mukti. For that, not mere worship or rituals are sufficient. You have to go higher. If you want to get mukti, then you have to lift yourself to higher platforms. The temple worship rituals are level 1, level 2. Yoga is level 3, which leads to jnana. This is a ladder through which you can reach jnana and mukti. This is a practical portion of Hinduism. All kinds of worship, this is the third level. Let it be Shiva worship or Shakti worship or Vaishnavite worship or Lord Subramanya worship or Vinayaka worship. All this yoga is a third level, practical portion, lifting man step by step to lead into samadhi, where one can get self-realization and the mukti. For this, the change in knowledge is essential. One should get rid of all the 36 tattvas, uplift himself from the material pleasures. Then only he can get mukti. For this, Parashakti helps the Atman, Shaktipath Yogi, very much. That is explained in this hymn. Arivana Mayayum Aimbula Kutathu Arivana Mangai Arul Adu Cherin Periya Aru Arivar Ullam Venum Neriyaya Sittam Nende Irundale. Now the human intelligence, ordinary intelligence, is enthralled by Maya. For ordinary man, Siddha, Buddhi, Manam and Ahankara all are facing towards, running towards earthly pleasures. Attracted by the Maya means illusions and the attractive power of the illusions. They run towards this through the jnanendriyas. The energy of the Atman go waste through jnanendriyas. The jnanendriyas are compared to hunters, compared to elephants, etc. in Tirumandram. And what happens is he has to get out of these folds, he is to return the energy and turn inward for self-realization. That is very important. That cannot be carried out by mere individual knowledge or individual willpower. The divine grace, the will of Shiva, the grace of Shiva is Parasati, and this Parasati's help is needed for the Shaktipath yogi for relieving himself from the clutches of the five senses which are running towards the earthly pleasures. So once this grace of Shiva called Parasati manifests in the Shaktipath yoga through his chakra activation, through his Kundalini activation, through his control of the Siddha Buddhi Mana Ahankara. There are techniques, mudras and mantras to pull back the Jnanendriyas from the material world. Mantras, mudras are there. A practical training is being designed and given by me to control the Ahankara, Chitta, Buddhi, Mana, Ahankara and Jnanendriyas, the Bija mantras and mudras. When you do all these, the divine knowledge, the cosmic will manifest on the Shaktipath yoga. Then only this Shaktipath yogi will lift himself above from the clutches of the five senses and the tanmatras. Tanmatras are the attractive power of the Panchabhutas. These Panchabhutas have these qualities of tanmatra. These qualities are connected to Jnanendriyas and they attract and pull the energy from Atman towards the material pleasures. And when this divine grace, divine knowledge, the Parasakti, ever-present energy manifests in the form of knowledge in Shaktipath yogi, then he will understand he is not separate. The Shaktipath yogi will realize that he is not separate. He is Shiva himself. He is within Shiva. Shiva is within him, and he will know that Atman is none other than Shiva himself. Shivoham, Shivoham. When the Guruji of Shankaracharya asked who you are, Shankaracharya answered, Shivoham, I am Shiva, I am Shiva, I am Shiva. To that stage, the Shaktipath yogi will be lifted through self-realization when the grace of Shakti manifests on Shaktipath yoga. When he realizes that he is Shiva himself, he is always in this Shiva meditation. He plunges into Shiva meditation. He will be immersed in the bliss, ocean of bliss. All these get through the knowledge, grace of Parasati. That is called the transcendental knowledge. When he gets this knowledge, he will get a rejuvenation also. So what happens is, through the Shaktipath yoga, you can achieve all these things.